Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to BWTM Online. If you haven't subscribed already, please do get subscribing. We have with you tonight a very, very, very special guest, all the way from Ukraine. In fact, training in South Africa, under the guidance of Uncle James Alibishir, who's been on countless of times. He brought us Alexander Usyk, the WBO cruiserweight champion of the world, and then Usyk went on to become heavyweight champion of the world. He's also worked with the unified heavyweight champion of the world, Vladimir Klitschko. Now we're going to introduce another Vlad Sirenko. Let's bring him into the room. Hold on, Vlad. I want to get you on the show. Hold on, let's get you there. You're up, chap.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Vlad, so how are you doing?
I'm doing very good. Just finished working day. I'm going to sleep now. After interview, everything is cool. Getting ready for fight.
Of course. So for those people who don't know, let them know when you're fighting and where your next fight's going to be first and foremost.
My next fight will be 27th of April in Germany. It will be Karlsruhe City. I will fight Argentinian guy. Name is I don't remember name, but surname is Rabuti. He have a record 6-3 or something.
Okay.
Very tough guy. I think we will do very good fight with him.
Okay, so take us back a bit because a lot of people may not know who you are. So tell us about your amateur career. How many fights did you have in amateur?
I think it's close to 200, but I exactly didn't count. But it's a lot. I spent like 5 years, 6 years in amateur boxing. Went for a lot of different kind of amateur competition, Did a lot of fights. Really don't count. In a different levels, in adults, in junior boxing, on all levels.
What got you, Vlad? What got you into boxing? Why did you want to box? How did you get into boxing?
To be honest, I don't know. It's happened like if one day somebody will tell me, "Listen, are you going to be professional boxer?" I will look at him like, "Are you crazy?" Never. But you see what's happened. I'm a professional boxer, and I'm really happy about it. Because boxing is sport for real men, and it makes you very strong. For me, it's changing your mind. It's making from any boy, it's making a real man. And I'm so happy. I'm in boxing now. I'm really enjoying it this time.
Okay, so you're from the Ukraine. What part of the Ukraine are you from?
I was born and I'm living in Kiev. It's capital of Ukraine.
Okay. So Vladimir and Vitaly, I've got to ask you about. How well do you know them?
Vitaly, he is mayor of Kiev, of city where I was born, where I'm living. Vladimir, he is famous Ukrainian boxer. Everybody know him.
Yes.
And I'm happy to be Ukrainian, to be honest, because if you know boxing history and modern boxing, Ukrainian fighters doing very well in boxing, and I'm going to join them. I hope in the near future we can get some titles also. Bring it back to Ukraine.
Your voice is muffling slightly, so you might have to microphone. That's better.
That's better. I close my phone, so
better.
I will take it like this.
Yeah, fantastic. Better, champ. Right, so obviously not just Vladimir and Vitaly, you also have Alexander Usyk, who I know you know pretty well.
Yeah. We did sparring session with him last 2 weeks.
I know he's preparing to fight Takam, so I guess you've been used as preparation for him for Takam, right?
Yep.
How skilled is Usyk? Of course, another Ukrainian fighter that you know very well.
Usyk is something special. He is a great guy. He is a great boxer. Like his style, very special. It's very difficult to land some punches on him. And I'm pretty sure he will do very good in heavyweight. Like he's he have 4 titles in cruiserweight. I'm pretty sure he will do very well. And with Takam, um, I don't know what's going to happen, but Alexander will win. Maybe it will be KO or maybe it will be point, but I think it's supposed to be point because Takam is a very tough fighter. But
Okay.
Alexander
Now,
also pick up some weight, and he can, and I think his power it's a little bit more now. He can punch now harder.
right. This is what I want to talk about. So, how tall are you, Vlad?
Uh, it's 6 and 4, but in European it's 1 meter 92 centimeters.
So you're 6'4", and how much
Yeah.
do you weigh?
Uh, I think now it's something like 245, and
Okay.
in European it's 110 kilograms, 112 kilograms.
Okay. So you're in a ring. You're a professional fighter. You know what it's like to be hit by Usyk. You know what it's like to spar with Usyk. Is he strong enough to be a threat in the heavyweight division?
Um, yeah, he have enough power to be a good in heavyweights, but um, he have a he have a beautiful speed and beautiful skills. This is what's going to bring him on a good level in heavyweights. It's not just power. Um, Way how he is boxing, it's very it's very hard to box with him, because he's moving all the time. It's not that easy to keep that energy, in the ring with him. Like, to be honest, if you're working hard, it's like four rounds, and you're feeling like, whew, it's a tough.
It's
And
tough.
he is throwing a lot of punches. Maybe it's not that hard punches, but it's a lot. You know, he can. I'm pretty sure he can throw more than 100 punches for the round. I'm not count, but I'm pretty sure he can
I hope
more than 100.
I hope that you're not getting hit with 100 punches around by Usyk when you're sparring with him.
No, no, no. I'm protecting myself all the time with these guys.
Okay. So when you're sparring with him, do you think to yourself, oh, he's a cruiserweight moving up. I'm a big heavyweight. I'll walk through him. Do you think that? Or do you have more respect for him?
Um, I'm very respectful guy, and I'm never losing my mind. If I'm going for sparring, I'm doing my job. I want to get some experience from there. I want to pick up my skills from there. I don't want to just start fighting with somebody. Uh, I try to work smart, and especially when we're working with Bashir, we have um, some targets for training. We discussed in our previous training. Bashir told me for my mistakes, and I'm trying to fix it up, to be a better and better. Especially with this kind of opposition like Usyk. You're growing up with him. You pick up when guy is so speedful. You also trying to be like him. You're trying to pick up your speed, your combinations, your movement, and everything.
So, okay, we know that you have been sparring, and Uncle Bashir has told us about the guys you've been working out with. Let's go back a bit. You've been training with Usyk. He's preparing for Takam. We also know you had some time with Bermain Stavern, sparring with him. What was
Yeah.
that like?
Uh, Barman Severin is very experienced guy, but against Usyk, he don't have that much speed. He don't have that much skills, and he not more powerful than Usyk. Believe me, Usyk have enough power. And
Wow.
but yeah, it was, it was like 2 years ago, I think, we did
Yes.
sparring with him, and it was very great experience for me. Like, I know him. I watch Barmain fights, and I'm respectful for people like this. He was a
Yes.
world champion, and you must respect this kind of guys. And that kind of experience, it was really great for me. When you step in ring with these people, you can box with him, you can fight with him, and it's bringing up your mind. You can understand. Listen, I can be better than these guys. I just need to work for this. And
Okay. We also know that you did some sparring with Joe Joyce as well. What was that like sparring with Joe Joyce?
also, Joyce is he is really powerful guy. Um, we spar almost at the same time with Joyce and Barmain Stewart. We all of us we was in one gym
Mhm.
in Las Vegas, and we spar together. One day I spar with Barmain, and next day I spar with Joyce. Joyce is very powerful guy. He have a real power in his hands. And for me, it also was really great experience. I don't have different words to say. It was a great experience, because Joe Joe is uh, he had a lot of medals on a different big amateur competition. I know him from amateur. He did well in amateur, but and to me to try to box with him, spar with him, it was really really a good experience.
Now, this is an interesting question. You sparred with Joe Joyce, but you also had time with Daniel Dubois, did you not?
Yeah.
Dubois. Now, compare Dubois to Joe Joyce, because those two may clash nearer the end of the year. Joe
Hmm.
Joyce and Dubois. What's Dubois like?
Um, he also very very powerful guy, but he's still young. If these guys will fight, I think I will bet for Joyce because he's older, he have more experience. Um, to be honest, power is same. That guy is tough. That guy is tough. But Joe is more experienced guy, and he's older, not a little bit, like 10 years, I think. Not exactly sure, but um, it's like it's more pluses for Joyce than for Daniel. But Daniel is also a very good guy. We've been together in a training camp for Alexander Povetkin.
I know you also sparred with Alexander Povetkin.
Yeah, but Alexander is also he's also have power. He's very powerful guy. Like any heavyweight can punch, but he have something natural in his hand. Like it's not looking like it's a big punch, but if you will take it, you can feel it. Like, oh no, I don't
Your
need to take.
sound, Vlad, your sound better. Thank you. Keep
Yeah,
going.
yeah, and when you take this punch, and you're thinking, oh no, I don't want to take these punches anymore. I need to move. I don't need to take these punches. Yeah, and he have like classic Russian style. Um, yeah, Alexander is very good guy. I it was uh, I was I appreciate to work with him. It was great experience. Team is great. People there was good for us. Everything was good.
Now, important question here. I know that there were some political issues between the Ukraine and Russia, and you sparring with Povetkin. Did that get in the way of your doing business, or was that just because it's sport you're able to do the crossover?
Uh, it's like very slicky question. Everything what is going on between Ukraine and Russia, I'm really upset about that, and I'm thinking it's more like politic games because um, in Russia I meet a lot of people who was really supporting Ukrainians and who was really sorry about situation was going on between us and Russian people. I don't know. For me, it's just bad politician. We just people. We must help each other, and
So
we
that,
we like yeah. I don't have any words for that. It's very bad
yeah,
story.
I
I'm very
know.
unhappy.
Because Uncle Bashir was telling me that the difficulty between the Ukraine and Russia, and for the sparring session, even that situation was there. I mean, you two guys got on well, but it still had that grey cloud over the whole thing.
Yeah.
Wow, wow. Because I heard lots of stories. People told me about it. I was like, wow, I didn't realize how bad it was. So it's good to see that you guys, Povetkin and Sirenko sparring. That's a good thing. That's a positive.
Yeah. Not a lot of people understand it, but no one from Povetkin camp, no one from us, nobody wanna this, this
Nonsense.
war or this blood around.
Yeah,
We very like sport is sport, and we wanna be friends. We don't wanna any problems with nobody. Just we wanna be a friends. We wanna everything good for our countries, and we
fantastic.
try we try to do something in this way.
Wow, fantastic. Okay, so we've talked a bit about. Is there anybody else that you sparred with that we would know about, and you could tell us about?
um Also in United States, I spar with Michael Hunter.
Yo, what about?
Yeah.
Tell me about him.
Oh, Michael is a very slicky guy. It's very difficult to spar with him, but it also
Yes,
was a great training for me, great sparrings. I'm thankful for all guys who helped me and I can work with. It's a great experience. It's helping me to bring my level up, and
so
just
go ahead.
thankful.
Uncle Bashir was talking a lot. He told me a lot of things. We talked a lot about you before, like before you actually coming on board to work. How did you and Uncle Bashir get together?
I met Bashir when I was in United States, in California. I went there to find some promoter or manager for myself, and like I was not really success in that moment. I mean, to find somebody who can help me, and I was invited to Usyk camp first time. Um, before he fought Tabisom Chuno,
Okay,
and they invite me to come and spar with him, to be like sparring partner. I said, okay, no problem. I don't have nothing to do. I will come easy, no problem. We came there and we stay in one house with them, and Bashir also was there. We just start communicate with him a little bit. He's very good person, and we keep him in touch. In that moment, we talk. My English was not that good, maybe in that time, but we try to speak to each other. We try to communicate, talking some stories. Bashir always like to talk about his past, about boxing, about everything. And I was listening to him, getting some lessons. And when Bashir was back to Kiev, he met with my father and like said, "Listen, I like your son. I can help him. We can work together." And also, he talked to me before, and I didn't have college at the time, and I say, "Yeah, why not? Let's try. I want to try it, and let's do it." And this is how we meet, and how we work now from the time.
fantastic. I know
Yeah,
that. There was a lot. There was talk that when the Ukrainian fighters, Lomachenko, Usyk, Klitschko, all those guys out there, and of course yourself you wasn't there. You weren't that superstar fighter, so people weren't queuing up to sign you the same way as an Usyk or a Klitschko. And so Bashir said to me, you know, this guy, they've ignored this guy, but he's going to be really good. He said, I see talent in this Sirenko. I see a lot of talent in this guy. That's what he was saying.
Yeah, yeah. It's a true, when you're young guy and you don't have that great amateur career like most of our guys, like you said, Lomachenko, Usyk, Klitschko. They all of them is Olympic champion. But I was not. I never went for Olympic Games, and for me it was really difficult. You come into United States and people ask you, "Who are you?" You just saying, "Look, I'm good young guy. I have 200 amateur fights." They're like, "Oh, it's great, but mm, we're not really interested. We cannot help you." Like, okay, no problem. I will find somebody different. And like what's happened with me, we find the people who really take care of me. Like Bashir started working with me because in that time I didn't have no money to pay to him, nothing. We just working on our relationship and trusting each other.
Wow. Wow. So 10 fights on, what do you think you've learned from Bashir?
Bashir is how I can say, we have a like European style, we have American style, we have maybe African style, Chinese style of boxing, different styles. And for me to learn something more from him, like American style, it was really important because I already know something from European style, and this is what make my Bashir make my he give me more knowledge and he make it more rich. I know more. Uh, his experience is a great. Um, he teach me how to box, not how to fight. Before I was fighter, I just like to fight. It doesn't matter you getting hurt. You must just go and fight it and throw punches. But with Bashir, it's a little bit different way. He teach me how to box, how to protect myself, how to slip punches, go under, use my hands for blockage, and stuff like this. Uh, this is what he's bringing on the table for me. Also, he give me a lot of motivation, because it's um, like you working with a legendary coach, and then it's like bring you up always. Like you thinking, giving for yourself some trust. I can believe in myself now more than it was before when I was younger.
Wow. I mean, and now Bashir is talking about other people joining the camp. Justin Jones, 37 years old, unbeaten. He's joining the camp now. How much do you know about Justin Jones?
Uh, Bashir told me about him, but we really didn't talk about this yet, like a lot. I
Okay.
heard about it, but I don't know a lot of details about this.
Okay.
Yeah,
And is Izu Ungono could possibly be joining Bashir as well?
yeah,
You know
yeah,
him?
yeah. He went to work with one Ukrainian guy also in Poland, and
Yes.
also he worked with this guys who was in the gym with him, and maybe our next camp or some camp for next fight. We will do there in Poland. We will spar with the guys because it will be a great experience for me. You know, we will try to do it possible.
So what do you want now? I mean, the opponents you fought so far, are you happy with the opponents you've been fighting so far?
Yeah, of course. I'm always happy to be busy, to work in training camp, to prepare for fights, to fight because, like, I spent all from 6 years old. I'm staying in a sport. I'm start from soccer. I played soccer a long time, and after that I went to kickboxing. I spent some time there, and from there I turned to box when I was like 14 years old. And all the time, like almost 10 years, I'm staying in boxing, and it's like it's my life. I'm really enjoy it every day when I'm doing boxing. When I'm training, when when we with Bashir together. I'm enjoying it for real.
When you are also, Bashir's had you down in South Africa. What did you learn about being down in South Africa?
Um, South Africa is a great country. Like I like South Africa because it's great nature here. I meet a lot of good people here also, and um, it's something new. I never been. Uh, I've been in the United States, but I never been somewhere in Africa. And one day, I came to South Africa and I was like, oh my God, it's something new. You know, people driving different way, different people, different languages and stuff. Like it's new experience in my life. Uh, and Also for boxing, it was really good because I started my pro career there. I was not really interested for people who is in United States, but African people was really happy to see me and help me with my career.
Your sound,
Can you hear me now?
fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. So now you've got a fight that comes up April the 27th in Germany.
Yes.
Now, before we talk about that particular fight, how much do you watch boxing media? Do you watch YouTube? Do you read the news? What do you do? I mean, for example, UA Boxing News covers a lot of the Ukrainian stuff that I do because of Bashir. So when we were with Usyk, they covered a lot of our interviews. I suppose they'll cover you as well. Do you read any of that stuff?
Yeah, of course. Usually Bashir sending me his interviews, and I'm listening. I'm interested in what he talking about, and also he told me like yesterday I did interview. We talk about this, about that. He asked me a question. What do you think if this fight will happen? What do you think if that fight will happen? We discussed it a lot. He asked me what you will do if you will fight this kind of fighters. We're always talking with some, especially when we together driving somewhere or
Yes.
before training, after training. I'm getting a lot of information from him. Also, you know, in my Instagram, Facebook, I following a lot of fighters, news and stuff. You getting all information from there.
Vladimir Klitschko, do you think he's going to come back or not?
I really don't know. It's up to him how he is feeling. I think he not a young guy. He must feel good to be back in the ring. But look, um, why not? Why not? He can come back and he can do a couple of good fights for real. But let's see. Let's see. I don't know. But I will be
Who?
always happy to see Vladimir back in action.
Absolutely. Who is the best heavyweight in the world at the moment?
Uh, I think Anthony Joshua is the best one.
Why?
He's world champion. He's a big guy with big muscles, strong guy. Um, I don't know. I like him more than Wilder or Tyson Fury. Like personally, I like him more.
Why is that? What is it about Fury and Wilder that doesn't like Wilder's knockout power, Fury's movement?
To be honest, I like boxing as a sport for gentlemen, and that trash talking what Wilder and Tyson Fury sometimes doing. I'm not really like it. I'm just very simple guy, and when somebody come in and start talking, use that guy, I will do this, that. I understand people like it, but
But Vlad,
I'm,
I've heard so many fighters say the same thing until they meet an opponent that makes their blood crawl. They
yeah,
say, "Oh, there's always one guy that gets right under your skin and says something that really upsets you, and then you get the trash talk." and then you always get one guy. One guy.
Yeah. It's
You
true.
know what
It's
I mean?
true.
You get one guy, because you could talk all this now, Vlad, and then 2 years down the line, you're in a press conference and you are mad, like really mad. And it could be over the most silliest of things, and you could be really mad. But it's because that person knows how to get under your skin.
Yeah. But you must be strong mentally, and you must control yourself all the time. Of course, somebody can make me very mad, but I will try all my best to be strong, and look at Vladimir Klitschko. He's like example.
But
How many many bad things people did for him, especially fighters. Derek Chisora, for Vitaly, for Vladimir. But this guy stay like calm, and when they come in and ring, in this moment you must start talking by your fists, not by your
yes, but don't you find some funny? You don't find any of it funny, like one Wilder talking till this day, or Fury calling somebody a dosser. Don't you find that stuff funny?
Yeah, sometimes it's really funny because it's like comedy show sometimes, not real
Yes.
boxing.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
Well, Fury could turn to you and say, "Oh, Vladimir Sirenko, dosser." What? I mean, how does Vladimir Sirenko respond to something like that?
I will just smile. What I can say to him. I don't know. I really don't know. You, I don't want to talk what I'm really thinking about him, on the public. But I understand it's some kind of business, and this trash talking, it's always will be in the boxing. Some people will talk shit on you all the time, and you
Yes.
must just be ready for this. Like it will. I will keep it in my mind, and it will make me stronger, stronger, and stronger. And in that moment, when I will be in the ring, I will say for myself, okay, now it will be time for answer for all shit what you said to me.
Are you more Vladimir Klitschko, or you're more Vitaly Klitschko? Because Vitaly, he was vicious. I mean, he was vicious. Out of the two, I thought Vitaly was more mentally strong. He was vicious. He's the kind of guy that will beat you and 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 then knock you out.
I don't know. I'm just Vlad Sirenko. I'm not.
Well, but which side would you, if you were going to say, in terms of the two guys and how they operate in terms of mentality, which way do you think you are more? Would you say you're more like a Vitaly or more of a Vladimir? Or do you think you're a mix of the two in terms of mentality?
Uh, I think I'm more calm like Vitaly, or sorry, like Vladimir. But sometimes I'm also can explode, and
Like Vitaly?
yeah.
Do you turn green by any chance when you get mad?
I don't know. Maybe one day we will see what color I will be.
Okay. So let's talk about a few fights. Fury's fighting Tom Schwartz
Sure.
for the third defense of his linear heavyweight championship of the world. What do you think?
Not everyone know who is Tom Schwartz, and to take this fight for Tyson Fury, I'm not sure it was smart move or not really, because all people around talking like, who is Tom Schwartz? What is this? Everybody know who is Tyson Fury, but nobody know who is Tom Schwartz. Let's see what will happen. But for me, I think it was not really smart move to take that fight. Tyson Fury is supposed to fight somebody much better than Tom Schwartz. But I cannot say he is a bad fighter, but he not really popular. Maybe he needs some time to get to that point when he will be more popular and he can fight him. But I don't know. I don't know. For me,
Okay.
it was not smart move. What
Wilder versus Brazil.
For me, it's a very interesting fight. But I think Wilder will win. But it will be tough fight for both fighters. And I think it will be not easy win for Wilder. You know, it will be good fight. I am waiting for this fight. It's very interesting for me.
Joshua versus Miller.
Uh, same story when people trash talking like Miller, and I think he will get some bad time in that ring with Joshua. I,
Oh,
I'm thinking I'm thinking Joshua will beat him in the second half by KO or TKO.
oh boy. It don't look
Yeah.
good for Miller then. Um,
Yeah.
Fights this weekend. Christina Hammer versus Clarissa Shields.
To be honest, I'm not a big fan of women boxing
Okay.
because I think women must be at home with uh, children, not fighting. But
Okay.
yeah, I know it's big names in women boxing, and it will be absolutely interesting fight for real between these two fighters. But
Not for you.
yeah, I'm not a big fan of women boxing. Maybe
Okay.
somebody like it, but not me. I like something different in the women's sport.
Okay, Vlad. Okay, but one of your teammates as well is Ivana Haberson.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
She's doing
yeah,
really well for herself with Bashir.
yeah. He also working with him. We have a good relationship with the one. Like every person is free in this life, and she can do whatever she want to be a boxer. I'm always respect this. But like I said, I'm not a big fan of women boxing.
There
But
was a
it's good.
there was a video the other day of a guy deciding to spar with a woman, and the woman hit him with 3 left hooks and knocked him down. Did you see the video?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I understand what you're talking. I will never do something like this. I'm not. I'm not going to spar with
No
any
woman.
woman.
No,
Yeah.
you're not going to do
You-
that.
Yeah,
No.
you have something different to do with women, not sparring.
Yes, absolutely. Right. So,
Yeah.
so next, let's talk the other heavyweights. Lucas Brown, Dave Allen. Who wins that fight?
Uh, I think Allen will win because he's younger. For me, he is more fresher than Brown, and I think he will win. Yeah, but
Okay.
it's a good fight, also good fight because both fighters is tough guys, and it will be interesting. For me.
Dillian White. You know who Dillian White is?
Yeah, of course.
Dillian White versus Luis Ortiz or Alexander Povetkin. Let's go Alexander Povetkin first. White.
For me, it will be a great fight between two of them. Uh, but I'm not sure who going to win this battle. But uh, for no one, it will be not easy fight.
Okay.
Yeah, if Dillian will fight Alexander, he must be really ready because it's not going to be easy. Not. It will be a tough fight.
Okay.
With Luis Ortiz, it will be also good fight, but not that good like with Alexander.
Who wins and why against White and Ortiz?
Mm, I think White's supposed to win. I don't know. For me, Ortiz is very dangerous fighter. He's southpaw. He have a long. He's tall guy. He have a long hands. He will make every fight is tough and difficult. But
Have you
Dillian's supposed to win for me.
have you seen that Nigerian heavyweight? The tall, long, lanky Nigerian heavyweight. He just knocked out Amir Mansour.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't remember his surname. Tough guy, very good, and with good skills for me. And I think he's very powerful. I think he will have a good future in boxing.
Herkovic.
I
You
know
know,
him from amateur. He's also young. I don't remember exactly, but I think he's like 25, 26 years old, and he's already ranking very well on the top level. I think a couple of years and he can get his first title shot, and
wow.
we will see what's going to happen because his promotion and manager team working very well. Bring him on a top level quick.
What do you make of Murat Gassiev going to move up to heavyweight?
It's this division now. A lot of Usyk coming, Gassiev coming to heavyweights. It's warming up. It will be a very good division in nearest future. It will be something fresh in, and it's always interesting
So
for people.
how do you, Vlad Sirenko, James Alibashir, and Team Sirenko, how do you kind of get yourself through the minefield? Because as Uncle Bashir always says, it's like a minefield out there. One mistake, boom, it all blows up in your face. One punch, and your career can either be heavyweight champion of the world or you're getting knocked out. One punch.
Yeah, you must be ready for everything because our sport boxing it's not easy. It's not easy. You must be mentally ready, physically ready. But I'm pretty sure for good level we need a couple of more years of good work. To stay, to do some good fights, to pick up some experience. I'm still young, and I'm pretty sure I have something to grow up to, and we need some time, and we will make some explosion also in heavyweight. We're
So
looking forward for this.
just before we finish, I just want to ask you, in terms of where you are at the moment, you fought Nazimento was the fight before. You knocked him out in 3 rounds,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
So for you, is it about moving up levels for you now, or is it what do you gain by knocking a guy out in the first round? Do you learn anything from that, or is it just, oh, I can punch with my left, I've got a left hook, I can knock everyone out with my left hook? What is it?
Most of those fighters what was fighting with me, especially in Africa, why I knocked them out in the first round? Because
Sound, your sound.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. When you come in a ring is with especially guys from Africa, and you cannot understand what kind of style is that, how they is boxing. Like you don't want to take chances. You want to knock them out in the first moment when you get it, and just be done, because these people is danger. They are jumping in the ring, moving around, jumping, doing some crazy movement, and like, oh no, I don't need it. I just wanna punch you
Get him out.
once and get out. Yeah.
Yeah. The other
Uh,
night, not your teammate Ruhan Vissa suffered a loss against Elvis. That wasn't expected.
it was really upset for us, for all the team, because training camp for one was great. His opponent not that tough. He's an old guy. Rowan must win this fight. I'm pretty sure he can win. I really don't understand what's happened with him, why he lost the fight. Maybe he was mentally not ready or something was not right with him. But he was quiet. He didn't share with nobody. I really don't know. But
Is
everything for him was done very good.
is that a fight that you would take to get revenge for your team?
Yeah, we want to fight Elvis Moyo. Um, we sent him a contract for this fight in Germany. We give him everything what he asked for money, for title, for everything. I think he just scared, because after fight with Ruan, he was talking something. Oh, Vlad, give me Vlad. I will go over him and stuff like that. When we sent him a contract, he was like he didn't sign it, you know.
The talk, the walk, the
Yeah.
walk. Of course. So now for you, is it about just fighting the same level of fighters, or is it about stepping up a little bit further up?
No, of course we want to step up. We want to bring a position, you know. In your opposition, you can pick up your skills, like fight skills. Everything what we did in training camps, you know, all of this preparation, it's also some kind of experience. It's something new for me. Like when you turn from amateur to professional, it's different work. You need to organize your camp. You know, you need to understand what kind of training I'm supposed to do in this time, in that time, how to prepare well for your fight. This is what I learn now for this moment, and now I need to good good opposition where I can try my skills, you know, with the tough guys. And we already talked with my manager, with my promoters, and they promised to organize it. We will see, you know.
Is there anybody in particular you'd like to fight now?
Um, I don't want to go in the future. We will see, you know. It's like more my manager work. Also, of course, we discussed in what guy you want to fight, uh, but we'll see. We'll see. Now I have an opponent. I will fight an Argentinian guy. Next fight maybe in June. We will discuss who I will fight, and end of the year, it will be good to fight somebody with a name. You know, maybe not young, have good fighter, maybe old with some
What about
experience. You know,
like Kevin Johnson would be good, a good fight for you?
maybe yeah. Let's see. You know, I'm always. Um, it's like teamwork. It's not just me. Some I say, oh, okay, I'm going to fight this guy. It's always my father, Bashir, my manager, myself. We're talking, you know. Let's take these guys because it will be good experience for Vlad. And every when everybody say yes, yes, let's do it. Yeah, in that moment we say, okay, let's take this fight. Let's try to get this guy. But you know, now in heavyweights, it's not that easy to find good opponent. Because not everyone wanna fight, or somebody want a lot of money for fight and
Yeah,
stuff. You know,
of course.
it's not easy when you inside this business and you understand, you know how tough it is to find a good opposition for yourself. Yeah.
Final question. I'm going to say 2 words. Well, I want to say 4 words. Kubrat Pulev, Jenny Sushi.
Uh, I don't know who is Jamie Sushi or whatever you said. Uh, I I cannot say nothing. Maybe Kubrat Pulev because I really don't know who is that second guy. Who is his
No,
opponent?
no, it's the girl. They kissed up in
Ah,
the interview.
oh my God. Yeah, yeah, I understand the story. For me, uh, I don't understand why Kubrat did it. You know.
So, will we see you at the end of an interview? Kiss a woman at the end of an interview? Vlad, is that something we'll see from you in the near future?
No, 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 no. I don't know. I I don't know what must happen with me to do some crazy stuff like that. You know. I don't know to be to. I don't have any words. Why he did it? Maybe I don't know. Maybe they are real friends or
His
something like.
girlfriend, his girlfriend said it was a joke, and she defended the kiss.
I cannot understand this kind of jokes.
I can't either, but I thought maybe you have a different insight to it than us. But we don't get it either.
uh, for me, it was like really serious, not like joke.
No, that was a serious. Did you see
Yeah,
the lap? Did you see the lap dance afterwards?
yeah. Of course, of course. Yeah, and look how many problems Kubrat have now.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
For what? For what? For what reason he did it? Nobody can understand. Maybe
Well,
just Kubrat.
Kubrat Pulev. Well, yeah, it's Kubrat
Yeah,
Pulev. What can we say? Right.
yeah.
Vlad Sirenko, thank you so much for being on BWTM Online. Before you go, let everybody know how they can reach out to Vlad Sirenko. So where are you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Instagram? Where are you?
I'm in Facebook and also I'm in Instagram. You can find me easy. Just put VLAD Vlad Sirenko and you can find me.
Vlad Sirenko, thank you so much for being on BWTM Online. And we look forward to seeing you soon, champ.
Thank you so much. I appreciate. Good luck for everyone and see you soon.
Vlad, thank you so much and good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Everybody, that was Vlad Sirenko. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Vlad Sirenko. Thank you, champ. Thank you, everybody. This has been BWTM Online, and we hope you've enjoyed the show. Good night.